Hi and welcome. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us. So, would you like to introduce yourself to everyone?
First of all, thank you for having me. My name is Artie. And yeah,
So, let me ask you, what is your relationship to the LGBT community?
so I consider myself a non-binary individual. I go both ways, I would say. Uh, yeah, I'm a member of the community.
Okay, great. So, but you're more than that. You're also one of the key people with me doing this work.
I know we're out here. I just want you know me. I'm just like, let me just answer. Let me not talk too much. Let me just. But yes, I'm here. I'm working with you. I'm just excited, at the same time because growing up, nobody I was very feminine. So just now to be kind of like creating something for somebody that could be possibly going through the same thing that I was going through when I was younger, I could probably help them and change that. So this is why I'm really actually like excited to be like helping you and doing this, doing it.
Awesome. And so, what are your thoughts on the fact that we don't have an LGBT center currently? Like, what is it? And when I say thoughts, is like, what do you think is, and how's it impacting the community? Do you think there's an impact? From what are your needs? That kind of thing.
Visibility, right? I mean, I feel like there's not many people like myself in um seen in the community, period, and especially in Bergen County at least. Um, I just feel like there's so much I feel like the whole list I feel like I could say, but it's really just about we're not I feel like we're pushed to the side. We're not seen as humans just because we like the same gender, or the fact that we're different. We consider ourselves queer or whatever you consider yourself if you're a part of the community. We're just seen as different, and different's not okay. It's not normal. So yeah, I say that um, the center would be great because it will bring resources to the community so that people can know that there's a safe space. Besides the local bar that we have, I don't think there's much in Bergen County. And the fact that us as LGBTQ people, why is it that we always have to have this one, at least over here in Jersey, we just have this place and it's a bar. I feel like we could do better than that. I feel like this, this county could do a little better than that, especially for kids that are going through it who are much younger and can't even go to a bar. So where do those kids go?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And visibility. What can you make it clear as to why visibility is so important to people like yourself? Because they're like, okay, we see you, big deal, get over it. You're like any other person. You're just different. So why do you think visibility is such an important issue?
Well, when you ask me that question, like, the thing that just pops into my head right now is like, we have a vice president who's a Black woman. I feel like that alone, right? I feel like it's just seeing that. It's like it gives you at least the hope. It gives you the hope that someday maybe not you, maybe somebody that maybe your kind can also get there too. You're that's really what it is. I feel like that's visibility. The fact that somebody that's so different can also be seen as an equal as anybody else. Because we're all human. So yeah.
Yeah, and being that I know you wear many hats. Could you talk about other needs other than gender that would be for the community that's going on that people just don't know about without incriminating yourself? I don't want you to mention your job or anything, but
Yes.
what in your experience as a human being in Bergen County and working within the community, what are other issues that you see being that a professional?
The lack of resources because some people can't afford medical insurance, right? They don't have the money for medical insurance. So therefore there can be the spot of resources, but then somehow, some way, the resource is just gone one day to the next, and no replacement, no nothing. So to me, it's just like, if that can happen right now, I mean, what else can happen? I feel like to me, that's it's kind of baffling, the fact that resources are just, especially during COVID, like during this time that we're living through. Um, Yeah, I hope I answered that.
So what kind of resources? I'm sorry, I'm not like digging in there, but like,
Of course, no, no, yeah, definitely. For example, there's Bergen County, where was a resource here in Bergen County for STD checks, STI checks. And now that resource is gone. It is gone. It's been gone since like November of last year.
yeah,
And no replacement, no nothing. So I've personally seen the influx of people that now have no type of resource, and there's not much resources to get them either because we're not built for that.
yeah.
Um, you know, so yeah.
And that's really interesting. So what I'm trying to do is we understand what that means
Mhm.
and we know the implications of that. So I'm trying to make it really transparent without, making it too getting anyone in trouble. So with the STIs, so what populations does this impact the need to have STI testing a lot? Which people do, in your experience, who needs that testing a lot?
So I mean, first of all, we're all humans, right? So we all have sex. So it could be anybody. Though the population that I just feel like it's the younger community, of course. On top of that, the LGBT community, of I have to say that because it's just like there goes that extra oomph of who cares? Who cares? Who cares about those people? Take that away. It's good for now. And I'm sure that wasn't the intention,
Yeah.
but I mean, there was no substitute. So, I mean,
Yeah, there's intent and impact. And I'm sure the people, when they made that decision or whatever, however it came to be, it wasn't like, we don't care about the gay community.
I'm
Like, it's
sure
not,
it wasn't like that.
but this does impact the gay community. It impacts us hugely for people that are homeless that have to sell their, sex
Sex workers
workers
as
to
well.
survive.
Sex workers as well, because it's out
So,
here. People
yeah,
do, sell themselves. So like, it's like a little taboo to speak about, but that's another conversation for another time. But
yeah,
yeah, it affects the LGBT community.
yeah.
Absolutely.
But I'm saying like how I'm trying to make it clear for people that are viewing this. So
Hmm.
we have large numbers of sex workers. We
Yes.
have large numbers of people have
Mhm.
addictions
Yes.
like crystal meth
Hmm.
and gun sex.
Yes.
So we have large people that are dealing with that, and then we just have the regular population, and then youth who they still don't understand HIV and AIDS. So they need all this kind of information, and when it's not there, what happens? To like where do people go? What do I do?
I mean, we do the best that we can over here. I'll tell you that much. But was there a question there? I'm sorry, I totally missed that.
Well, it's the question is. So sorry.
I'm a little frantic right now. I feel like I'm sweating over here. I'm like,
Yeah. So the question is, when that's gone, when it's in like it is right now, and we don't have that resource, how do you think that is now impacting? What do you think what's happening to the people? What is the ramifications of that source not being here?
well, I'll tell you this much. I know they're not sending them here. I just because like there's no linkage. There's no linkage. There was no substitute. I really can't emphasize that enough. Uh, I'm sorry. What?
I get it. I get it. Though.
It's just like
So,
I'm going through it too because it's like not only it's not myself, it's my clients, the fact that we lost clients recently, the
yeah,
fact that they used to go there as well, the
yeah.
fact that, it's just,
And
it's so,
that's what I'm trying to get at. We lose clients. We end up having clients that, because of this needed service, they end up getting sick and dying, or we've lost clients just for not having a place for them to just be and get away from the drugs or the abuse or the sexual assault, or so
into,
that
get the resources and selling themselves, right?
yeah. And but not having a source where you can test or have that kind of stuff, that impacts people hugely. And then, I have every faith in our in Bergen County too, that they're going to do something. And it's, COVID hit, and that's reality. And I think it was a perfect storm.
It,
But
especially right now,
it is what it is.
hmm
That's how, like, over a year without any resources and people, because of COVID and because they have addictions and because they're still having sex out there. There's still sex workers. There's still, it's all still going on.
Life is continuing on, so I don't life goes on, we're still living, we're still walking, so
Yeah. So this is, I'm just trying to lay it out.
yes.
This is what it is. Yeah. So let me ask you, do you have any questions? Do you have anything that you want to add to this conversation?
Um, is there any questions, anything I want to add to the conversation? Just the need, not the need for as if just me to be seen. And it's not really about me. I always say it's about the younger me. The younger, it's when I die, the proteges or whatever, the people who we leave behind. And I feel like we have to fight for them now so that when they get here, at least they could, pick up where we left off.
Exactly.
Because we have to create change. I mean, it's the only way we can do things, and it's what we're doing. I feel like it's going to be impactful, hopefully. So, um, yeah, we're here to work.
That's your phrase. Um, and just to make it clear,
Yes.
and being that you are the person that's the brains behind all the technical stuff, because God knows I can't do this stuff. Um, but you do give consent. You know that this will be. I'm asking you, do you give consent? And knowing that this is going to be made public, and if you want to have it taken off, you can just take it off literally because you'll be the one doing it.
I give full authorization, and I can't wait till it's live
And do
because
you feel comfortable with everything that was said here and all that?
absolutely, because I'm behind it 100%. I feel like we can create change, and the only way by doing so is by opening our mouths and
Yeah.
speaking up for ourselves, and not only ourselves but the community.
And also to thank you for being brave and strong to come and do this, but just representing every day, you looking amazing, and just being you means so much. And we've had these conversations before, and how just by being you is, that is being an activist, that is being, a warrior, and that is true strength. It's not about lifting weights. It's not about, yo, bro. It's not that. It's being you and walking out every day out that door and with a smile, the amazing smile that you bring to this office. That is so much to the community and to my life. And I just thank you for that.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you so much. Love you.
I'm going to end the video. Okay.